A major new development as we track the rollout for the COVID-19 vaccines. Pfizer announced they are seeking FDA authorization of a third COVID-19 shot. News 2's Chelsea Bimefor spoke with the head of the Metro Nashville Coronavirus Task Force about how a third dose of the vaccine could protect you against a new variant of this deadly virus.
Pharmacies across Tennessee, like Walgreens, are still working to vaccinate as many people as possible against COVID-19. And they could soon be opening appointments for a third dose if a booster shot is authorized by the FDA.
Vaccines are the best way to keep from getting super sick, whether it's 2 doses or if the recommendation becomes 3 doses.
Right now, there are 3 COVID-19 vaccines on the market in the U.S., the 1-dose J&J and the 2-dose Pfizer and Moderna shots.
What we totally know now is that people who are fully vaccinated, meaning 2 doses of the Pfizer or Moderna vaccine, are at much less risk of serious injury and death.
But now there's a new strand of COVID-19 called the Delta variant that's sweeping the nation. The CDC reports this new strain now accounts for more than 51% of coronavirus cases in America.
Viruses live to do one thing, and that's to go from host to host or person to person. And so when a virus finds a way it can speed from one host to another, it's going to do that. And that's what the Delta variant is doing so well.
Dr. Alex Jahanger, chair of the Metro Nashville Coronavirus Task Force, calls the Delta variant highly contagious, which is why Pfizer is planning to ask for FDA authorization of a third dose. Dr. Jahanger says that's fairly typical as viruses mutate.
Flu shot every year is slightly different to be effective against a flu strain that's really booming that one year.
ABC News reporting that Pfizer reps said on Thursday another shot within 12 months could dramatically boost immunity and may help ward off the latest worrisome coronavirus mutant. They plan to ask the FDA for approval next month.
Until there is that recommendation, there's a very easy way to protect yourself from getting super sick. Get vaccinated.
The Metro Nashville Public Health Department is still offering free COVID-19 vaccines at a drive-through site on Murfreesboro Road, and there will be several pop-up vaccination clinics throughout the summer. Reporting in Nashville, Chelsea Bimefor, News 2.
The Metro Nashville Public Health Department confirmed this week that there is at least one confirmed case of the Delta variant here in Davidson County. In Tennessee, about 42% of people have had at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. 37.8% of the state's population is fully vaccinated. In Davidson County, 46% of the population have both doses